Hello and welcome to the Rested podcast. My name's Mark Selby. I love the theatre of travel, discovering the stories of journeys and learning how people use their travel time. Life is tough for too many people. The perceived and actual threats to well-being, livelihoods and security are painful. Many feel helpless for themselves and others. We might shrug our shoulders in resigned acceptance, hide away and hope something out there will make the problems go away, win the lottery or whatever, though we know it's unlikely. Rather than isolating ourselves and becoming stuck in a bad place, could we find our way to a better place? Can we improve our chances of finding good fortune or finding better luck? Professor Richard Wiseman has researched luck, investigating the beliefs and experiences of lucky and unlucky people. His book, The Luck Factor, is well worth a read on your travels. His research revealed that lucky people generate their own good fortune via 4 basic principles. They are skilled at creating and noticing chance opportunities. They make lucky decisions by listening to their intuition. They create self-fulfilling prophecies via positive expectations, and they adopt a resilient attitude that transforms bad luck into good. In previous Rested episodes, we've encountered so many stories of people finding unexpected surprises, new opportunities, and good fortune on their travels, new long-lasting relationships, better health and wealth, to name but a few. Whilst the beneficiaries might have had positive expectations before stepping onto that train, boat or plane, few, if any, of the actual outcomes were anticipated. In each case, the people noticed what was happening around them. They developed the confidence to engage with others and to be sensitive to their reactions. A smile, a word of thanks, a comment on the weather, or a compliment on something they're wearing or carrying. With time, we develop the instincts to determine a stranger's trustworthiness and if, or how, to engage. We all make mistakes along the way, sometimes talking more than listening. Our assumptions and understanding of strangers change over time. We learn from our experiences. Don't feel inadequate talking with someone. Most strangers aren't looking for us to amaze them with our stories or conversational skills. Encouraging them to do the talking and listening is much easier. If they become a crushing bore, don't give up. Just consider what we've learnt from the exchange. One thing Wiseman recommends is keeping a journal to record any lucky events that have happened each day, including encounters with others, how they occurred, the outcomes, etc. His research shows that people who record and consider what's happened develop the skills to change their positive expectations and improve their own luck. And in the current climate, that's something we all seek. Please read his book for more insights. I place a lot of importance on human contact in the real world. Without it, we can become too isolated and lonely, a state that accentuates helplessness and depression. As Peter from Stockholm commented, there's a difference between being alone and loneliness. The former tends to be voluntary, providing relief from our hectic lives. The latter is involuntary. We all feel lonely at times. A recent survey found 44% of UK adults felt lonely all or most of the time, and 16 to 24-year-olds are the loneliest age group in the UK. Loneliness is a global crisis. The Marmalade Trust here is raising awareness of loneliness and encouraging social connections. They recommend people feeling loneliness, firstly, acknowledge it without embarrassment. Secondly, reach out and tell someone. And thirdly, take steps to build up their daily community. I quote, "Think of the ways you can build connections back into your daily life. For example, shopping locally in the same places or choosing a staff-manned checkout at the supermarket rather than always using self-service, or walking regularly in your local park or outside space. Even the smallest things, like seeing the same faces on a regular basis or saying hello to your neighbours, will help you feel more anchored to a community. Just this morning, I met my neighbours, returning from their early morning walk before starting work. They began these walks a while ago and now see familiar faces regularly. Recently, one of these, Bob, a dog walker, greeted them as usual and then invited them to his 80th birthday party. They were surprised and delighted to attend the party at his house with members of his family. They'd never visited his house, and most of his friends were either incapable of joining or sadly had passed away. In this instance, it was the regularity of seeing each other and, initially, commenting on his dog. So many people around us on the street, in a shop, at a bus stop, are lonely. In many towns, chatting benches have been installed. The benches have a plaque that explains a person sitting on the bench is willing to chat with someone that cares to join them. I've not seen data on how well these are working, but highlighting the willingness of others to speak with strangers is surely a positive step. If we regularly take a walk, a bus or a train, others will be familiar to us. And as we know from many episodes, those people won't necessarily be who we assume. They each have their own stories. And rather than just one-to-one conversations, sometimes collective discussions take off. Listener Kevin told me how he used to take a long train journey to see friends. The trip always involved a lengthy wait at a barren station for a connecting train. In bad weather, he and the other passengers would shelter in the waiting room before their connection arrived. Initially, passengers adopted the traditional British approach of ignoring each other, in silence. But often a comment or question would be voiced, and soon conversation started. He says it's funny how often everyone would be participating, even if they were only listening and smiling. At heart, we're civil creatures, collectively battling the challenges of life. Social interaction is a fundamental aspect of what it is to be human. As individuals, we can improve our good fortune through developing our awareness, intuition, positive expectations, and our resilience, transforming bad luck into good luck. Richard Wiseman tells the story of one research interviewee who considered himself lucky. When he arrived for his second interview, he was wearing a plaster cast on his leg. The interviewer suggested he wasn't so lucky after all, but he disagreed. He certainly was. In hospital, after he'd broken his leg, he was treated by a charming nurse. The two of them were now in a very happy relationship. Life is tough for too many, but there are ways we can improve our good fortune. I am about to head off on a train journey. I'm going with positive expectations. There'll be a short gap before the next episode, but I'll share what I discover then. In the meantime, good luck and enjoy your travels. Thanks for listening to the Rested Podcast. Please subscribe for details of new episodes and tell your friends. I look forward to reading and sharing your travel stories. Please email restedpodcast@gmail.com. And my thanks to everyone that has contributed to Rested so far. Enjoy your travel time.